So we're back now with episode 20, A Road to the Show. So here we go. I've been doing pretty well so far. I'm hoping to keep up my numbers. Hoping to keep the average up as well, I should say. So we'll put them up just a little bit. I've also changed my batting stance as well, once again. So let's move on to my next appearance. I'm batting fourth in the cleanup spot. Struggling Steve Johnson once again on the mound. And Brandon Compton doing pretty well with a 10-2 record and a 2.77 ERA. Johnson is 4-10 with a 5.01 ERA and 89 strikeouts, and 80 walks. Not great. And this is the batting stance that I have. It is right here. Yep. It's kind of like how Cal Ripken had one in 1995, but it wasn't really like that high. He crouched down just a little bit, and I popped that one up. It's been working out pretty well. I've collected like 2 hits in one game. I know I had like the crotch stance that I had before, and then I decided to change it again, even though I did not film it because I wanted to like change it once again. Alright, so hopefully in this game I can do a really good job. Ooh, that was a weak hit. Alright. Alright, so no score. Got a runner. Don't think there's a run on base.
Will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he hasn't been much of a contributor these past 10 or so games.
Just 9 for 39, but the average is at 241, so I'm hoping to keep it up. Alright.
First offering on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Eric, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight here in the bottom of the first. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. It really made some ground here this past week or so.
The next pitch. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Late.
Into the stands in right, out of play. The 1-2. And a sinker there.
Tough pitch. Tough one there.
Number 3. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Maurice Mathewson will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning.
All right, we're up 2-0, bottom of the third. Here's another chance.
0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the first pitch starts him out. He's set. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Tough one there.
A foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
One good pitch.
Pause. Now the pitch.
Tough one.
But he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. Darnell Thatcher will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Ground ball to second. This could be two. One there. On to first. A double play.
Good double play right there. Good double play.
I think this
We're saying that
falls into
twice.
the category of tailor-made. Here you go.
3-1 now.
2 hops to second, the feed to the bag, and a 4-6-3 double play. That's as easy as it comes.
He's set. Now the pitch. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be two. To second for one. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was
Close
there
play right
call.
there. All right.
Julio Cardona will stand
Julio
in base
Cardona?
on balls his last time. He's ready now. The pitch. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the
Good
inning
play.
is over. So 1 run on 2 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 3 men left on base. Number 20 will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you
I
have
don't
2
think so.
strikeouts under
I
your
think
belt this
that
early
was
in
a
the
ball.
game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming blind. You'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And he's
Crud.
out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Sinker's a little bit of a tough pitch. I mean, especially when it goes down like that. It's tough to get a piece of that.
You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. And he's went out by about a half a step. Chris Berman will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
The second for one. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Darnell Thatcher.
Now we're
stepping
tied
down
up.
in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances.
Sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the 3rd out.
Okay,
Inning
so
over.
game remains
So it's
tied.
2 runs on 2 hits.
All right, come
No
on.
errors,
Please get
and
a hit.
couple of men left.
Finally, there's a new pitcher in there.
Number 20 will try and snap out of it. 3 at-bats and 3 whiffs. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. And it's
Very
strike
bad
1.
pitch.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make
Tough
something
pitch.
happen. And that just might make things worse.
Gotta try and get back into this.
Pitch on the way. And they'll
All
try
right.
and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here comes a 1-2.
Oh, that
Big
was my
uppercut there
pitch,
as
and
he
I got
pops
right under it.
straight up. Thatcher is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1. Craig Cantu will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on.
Goes down as a loss for us.
Handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead?
At least I didn't get 4 strikeouts, but I struck out 3 times, which is not great. I know the average is going down because of the strikeouts. But no change in lineup. I went Miguel Gonzalez making a start. Must be making a rehab start. Kind of interesting that he's going to be pitching. Like I said, probably rehab start. Or may have sent him down. Miguel Gonzalez is a pretty good pitcher. Came up in 2012 with the Orioles. I think it was 12. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, he made like a appearance in relief. He's done relief pitching, and he is a starter, but pretty much he is a starter. Came out of like Mexico, I think, but he one time pitched a shutout for the Orioles, like a complete game shutout, and he wound up getting the pie as well, like how they usually give the Oriole players. It used to be a shaving cream pie back in the day, like in 2012 and 13. Then to 2014, I think they changed it to, regular pies, instead of shaving cream pies, because shaving cream pies can sting your eyes, which I think is not great either. I think honestly it should be, just regular pies, and they should stick with that. All right, let's do something here.
Number 20 will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Not guessing that sinker.
Now a throw over to first, back in standing.
I'm gonna guess a different pitch.
Now the first pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Nope.
Here's the 1-0. Look
Whoa.
out, 2-0 now. Eric, you take a look at our visiting flight here in the bottom of the first. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus.
Oh,
really made up some ground here
under it.
the past week or so.
Furman is there, making
Tough
the
pitch.
catch, and the side is retired. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show.
2-0, bottom of the fourth.
20
Another chance.
0 for 1 here in this one. First offering on the way. Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on.
It's a tough pitch, a sinker is.
That ground ball, but even in situations
Way
like this
outside.
where he's just trying to get ahead. Ball 1. And if he wants to turn things around,
Here we
that's a
are in
pitch
Norfolk,
you can at least
Virginia, and
locate
Mr.
better.
Stephen Klabrowski, the batter. My best imitation of Vince Scully.
The 1-1.
The 1-1 pitch.
Down
Low
low,
for a
2
ball.
balls and a strike.
And that's right where
We
you
have
want
Gary
to throw
Thorne
it.
as our announcer for the Oriole games. I
Good job
mean,
at the plate of not chasing.
Gary Thorne, I'm going to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of him. Because he is a hockey announcer and all that, and he's done other baseball games too.
Swing and the ball
Pretty
lifted in
deep.
the air toward the line.
He's going to have room.
Furman is over to his left as he snags this one.
Another
for the
late
first
swing.
out of the inning.
But I remember back in the day in the 90s, we had our old channel that we had. Well, it's still there, but it's called Comcast Sports Network now, or Sportsnet. It was called HTS, Home Team Sports. And it probably was just based in Maryland, I think. But like I said again, it's called Comcast Sportsnet now. And they broadcasted, I think, like, I don't know about NASCAR, but maybe Indy, I don't know. I think they did basketball, football, and Orioles baseball. It was Mel Proctor and John Lowenstein.
Lombardozzi will stand in,
Oh,
and
this guy,
guy's
huh?
got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody
John
out.
Lowenstein used to play for the Orioles, like in the 70s and the 80s, I think. Good
On
outfielder.
the ground is short. This could be 2.
Shoot.
It's through for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they are on the board as the run scores from second and makes this a 2-1 game now.
Yeah, so pretty much I was always a fan of that one. Mel Proctor, good announcer, and
Number 20
John
will begin
Lowenstein,
for the
good
third
person as
time
well.
now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now here's the first pitch.
Then they had like
To start the at-bat, nothing in one.
Mr. John Miller, who always did on the Orioles radio, like 1090 AM, I think, or whatever it was at that time. And he did the TV as well, like sometimes, but mostly the radio he did,
He's ready now. The pitch.
along with Mr. Joe Angel.
1-1.
Joe Angel currently does the radio with Mr. Fred Manfra. Yeah, Joe Angel's pretty good, and so is Fred Manfra.
Here's the 1-1. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. Throw over over to the bag, and he'll get back in.
So pretty much John Lowenstein and Mel Proctor did all that stuff from like the 80s to about till 1996 actually.
A 2-1 offering. And
All
that's
right.
swung on and fouled
Right on the
straight
inside.
back. Here comes a 2-2. And a check swing
Oh,
here, but he holds us
man.
far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is
I
over.
think
So it's no
they
runs
should have
on a
appealed
hit,
that
no
one.
errors and a man left.
Well, so pretty much
Sexton
in 1997, Michael Ray guy, I think became the new announcer for the Orioles baseball and all that. And he did that until 2004, I think he did. I think. Either 2004 or 2005. But he wasn't all that bad. Alright. And then Gary Thorne, I think, joined the Orioles in 2000. I want to say it was 8. But honestly, I mean, I don't think he's really one of the best. You know, he's all right and stuff, but I really am just not the biggest fan of him. I wish they'd bring back John Miller. He left around 1996 as well, I think. Something around that time. Same pitcher is still in the game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
All right.
Now here's the pitch. And a pitch
Okay.
in the third as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is
What was I gonna say? Well, Gary Thorne does it on the television, and sometimes it's Jim Hunter. He's been with the Orioles since '97, I think.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3
And
5 hitters all game.
Jim
long.
Hunter is pretty good. I prefer him over Gary Thorne, though.
Game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Tough one. And I think we lost.
So a good offensive showing for these guys,
Yeah.
but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our top player. Of the
Not a great game, again. So I'm going to have to do a little better in the next one, I hope. So anyway, Gary Thorne just has a tendency to mess up a lot of times, and I just don't like him, along with another guy named Joe Buck. He's on Fox, everybody knows, and I'm just not a fan of him either. There's my numbers going a little down in AAA. I got a lot of RBIs though, and more hits than AA, even though I was only in there for that stint, and then they decided to call me up. That one I think is gonna go. Alright. 7 more. Nice solid contact. But I always preferred John Miller doing the Orioles broadcasting on the radio and television because I really thought, he had the good voice and stuff. Joe Angel does a really good job too. He went to the San Francisco Giants around 1996, I want to say, or something like that. Or 95 maybe, till like 2005, I want to say, until he returned to the Orioles and returned to the radio, which I'm glad, because he does a really good job. Like one time when the Orioles won against the Boston Red Sox in the 2011 game, the last game of the season, and he was like line drive, left field, Crawford on a run, and he drops it. Here comes Reimold coming to the plate. Hey, and the Orioles have won the game. My goodness. Like that. I mean, even though that wasn't what he said, but I've seen several games that he's called, and he's really a good announcer.
number 20 will stand
I'd really like him to be on the television, you know, more than Gary Thorne, but
First offering on the way.
I'd also like John Miller as well on the radio. I would probably would have maybe Joe Angel in the broadcast booth and then John Miller on the radio, because those two did do both of that in the 90s.
Go by the results of game 1 of this road trip, we're in for some trouble. They were annihilated in the opener of this series, so they're going to need to wake up or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Comes set, now the pitch. And a slider swung on.
Tough
Missed, and
pitch.
the side is retired. We've played an inning, still nothing.
These strikeouts have got to stop. Getting too much.
Franklin will get his first.
So we're up 1-0. That's pretty good, though.
Average is certainly not where he wants it. Down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired.
Yep. Throwing the dirt, but still an out.
Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands, and he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Daniel Nava will try it again.
Gary Thorne, you know, he's just always like, and he drills it. Left center field. Back he goes. At the wall. Goodbye. Home run. He always says, goodbye. Home run. Every time. Never changes it up or anything. But Joe Angel will say, like, fly ball. Deep left field. At the wall. Wave it. Bye-bye.
Here's the first offering.
Even though a lot of announcers have a thing to say, like when somebody hits a home run, and they'll say like just one thing, like one phrase that they're known for, or John Miller, they would just say like home run or that baby is out, or anything he would say. Don't really know. I just miss John Miller, man, I really do. Hello everybody, I'm John Miller. I know it's nothing like that.
Swing and a miss on
Man.
Peter, and it's 2-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom, and if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys
come on.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second, and he'll get in there safely.
Okay, so it might be a single. Yes, I think it is. Well, even though it's an error, but I hope they give me the hit. Yeah, it is an error, but it was a bad throw to second base.
Now out at second base, you'd like nothing more than to get another ground ball. Maybe get a double play to help out your pitcher.
Hit well down the left field
nope.
line, but back into the crowd foul.
Add the distance. Come on, Walker.
He's ready. Now the pitch.
Oh no, it's Reimold. I'm sorry.
1-2.
My bad.
Now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here comes a 1-2. On it's Taylor made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
I don't think they're going to give me the hit. No.
Number 20.
The average stays right there.
0 for 2 to this point.
All right, come on.
Now the first pitch. Hit hard, but
Okay,
foul
good
off the
contact.
left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base
A
coach.
little bit early. It's all right. All right.
Now here's the pitch.
All right,
That's
tough
in there,
pitch on the
and he's
hands.
deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swing and a miss.
Another tough pitch.
The inning is over. Nothing doing
A good
here this
contact
half.
is on the
Seventh
inside
inning
corner.
coming up.
Again.
The Tide's out in front, 1-0.
Now they have taken the lead.
Barrios will step in now in a big spot in a game as close as this one.
It's been frustrating, you know, all these strikeouts I've been getting.
Done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He could make up for all of it.
Sorry to do
All right.
that, but the play has been made for the third out. Inning over. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse. As they
Okay,
leave
runners
the
first and
bases loaded.
second with nobody out.
Number 20.
Has a chance to do something, I hope.
0 for
Come on.
3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far. outside
All right.
target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound.
Heck no, I'm not thinking that. I know the pitcher is. I want something different.
Now the pitch. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, right over the top of that one. Double play ball would be a killer here, so he's got to find something he can square up.
He's set, now the pitch. And oh, look out.
Okay.
He has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
The 1-2. So 2 balls
Outside.
and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Here comes the 2-2.
Oh man, get back to first.
The runner at first.
Oh
And he'll
man.
step on the bag himself for the double play.
That could very easily
Daggone.
turn out to be the play that decides this game right here.
And looks like a loss.
But it's right at him.
I made good contact on that. I nearly hurt the first base runner,
Well, you always
and that's not what I wanted to happen. We'll move on to the next one. On the road now, facing the Durham Bulls. And facing a lefty, Tyler Wilson on the mound. Not doing pretty well. I mean, ERA is at 3.74, which is not all that great, but still doing pretty well, unlike some of the other pitchers like Vance Worley and Steve Johnson. He got a hold of that one, and it's not gone. It's a beautiful day here in Durham, North Carolina, where the Durham Bulls will face the Norfolk Tides. Here's the windup. There was a game that used to be for Nintendo 64 and PlayStation. It was called Bottom of the Ninth 99. It featured former Oriole outfielder Brady Anderson on the cover. I have it for PlayStation. And he, well, the announcer that was in the game, he pretty much would say, like, whenever somebody get ready to throw the pitch, and he'd go, "Here's the windup." Ground ball. Yeah. Pretty good game that was. I don't know if I played the Nintendo 64 version. So. Or then if somebody, or if he wasn't throwing the windup, he'd go like, "Now the pitch." Graphics not all that great, but the swings are pretty nice. Got like a nice crack of the bat and all that.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight we wrap up this brief 2-game series between the Norfolk Tides and the Durham Bulls.
Okay. Alright. Looks like I'm coming up with
Number 20.
a runner on third, 2
Back in
outs.
the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
And they gave me the night off yesterday. Hopefully the rest might help.
Now the first pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. EK, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
And that last win gets them a step closer to the 500 mark. They can actually reach 500 if they can pull this one out.
Here's the 1-0.
Oh, up the middle, yeah.
Into center field for a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 1-0 game.
Yay, finally I'm able to get a hit.
To pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Stepping in now, Nolan Reimold. He'll take a look at a pitch 2.
Come on, Reimold.
He'll enter play down at an even 240 for the year. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch. Still won't get him to fish downstairs, and it's 2-0 now. 2 out with the man at first. 2-0 count. The pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. As we go to break,
I got the hit.
Fine play at short to finish things off.
Got the RBI, so that's good.
We'll have more after this.
Okay, another chance.
Number 20.
Get that average over 250. That's what I really got to do.
First offering on the way.
All right.
Back.
Almost like the second pitch in my first at bat that he did.
He's set. Now the pitch. Ball 1.
And that curveball
Not
is
this time.
normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
All right, I'm on now.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking
God.
awfully confused up there right
Terrible
now.
swing. I know.
And now what do you go
Terrible
when you're
swing.
on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
It wasn't. But I didn't go after it.
4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Here comes a 2-2. And pitch number 33 in the inning will be the lucky one, as this is swung on and missed to retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Tide's out in front, 5-0.
Okay. At least we're up 5-0.
Will stand in for the first time here. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that.
I thought for a second that I was going to maybe throw that ball away or something.
Jim Dunton will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Me?
Here comes a 1-2. Now a swing and a ground ball.
He's got it.
For 1. On to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play.
Very nicely done, fellas.
Side is retired. Vernon Fenn will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
No.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And now,
all right, nicely done right there. Good recovery. All right. All right, come on now. Run on first. No outs. And a right-hander's in. I've got 1 hit. I hope I can get a second.
Here's the first offering. There's a fastball
nice eye.
Down and away for a ball. 1-0.
I know how fast he's going to throw it. Don't want to swing early or late.
Here's a 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready now on 1-1.
It's hit pretty deep, but no.
Number 27 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Made good contact.
Number 48 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Runners on first with 1 down.
Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend, their Saturday and Sunday. I did some flea market shopping. I got to spend time with my cousin today. Watched the Daytona 500. Not exactly what I thought was going to happen in the race today. I thought somebody else was going to win it, but it's kind of surprising how it happened in the end. But I thought the other guy was going to win it. The winner was Denny Hamlin, and second was Martin Truex Jr.
Instead, he chooses the much tougher spin throw, but he still manages to put that throw right on the money.
Here's the 1-1.
So I thought Truex was going to get it.
A hard liner toward short.
Oh,
and
man.
It's in there, base hit around third and being waved on home. And that runner crossing from second scores their first run. It's now a 5-1 game.
Well, the offense for these guys has kind of been like you, Steve, all year long. Been on vacation. They didn't get much going yesterday at all. They've been shut down pretty well in this one, too. Finally, a little hope as they're on the board here with the RBI single.
Number 20 will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far.
Okay, bases loaded, 2 outs. Got a lefty in here.
Now here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
I want to try and perform here with the bases loaded. I don't want to make a fool out of myself or do something stupid.
Next pitch.
All right, that was high. I know. I know.
In a spot like this, you've got to go after strikes.
The 1-1.
All right, tough pitch. It was a changeup. It was low.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. And he strikes it out. Missed opportunity at the plate as he
And
lands 3 runners in the
tough
side is
pitch.
retired.
Really
So they
tough
pick up
one there.
no runs on 2
I still got another chance, top of the 9th.
And 3 men
And a
left
righty
stranded.
in. I don't know who this guy is.
Number 20 will step in. 1 for 4 in the ball game. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0.
All right.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
2 really close.
Crowd is
pitches.
booing
Kickoff
because
is
they
at
don't
bat.
want
Normally, this
a
guy
runner
would
on
be all
base
over him.
with nobody
He's
out.
shown some
But I
discipline
want to get on base.
2 good takes.
I'd like to get either a double or a home run.
Hitters count 2-0. Over
Okay.
the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Thank you for reminding me about my 2 strikeouts.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting towards the third base dugout. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the
Well,
ninth.
see if we still get this win. Be good. Not quite yet.
Jim Dunton will stand in as their last chance now. He's set, now the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it.
Yeah, tough one, and I got him.
First, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
All right, so we'll probably do another game after
One
this.
more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys
Good job,
to the
Tyler
victory.
Wilson.
Well,
A
you
lot of
always hope to
walks,
get a
though.
good outing from your starting
5 and
pitchers.
5.
This man went above and
All right, even though I had the hit, that's okay. All right. Now, the next one, Miguel Gonzalez back on the mound. Hey there. Sorry about that. Yeah. That's your decision. Who you want to talk to and don't want to. Yeah. It just froze up on me, so I'm on my phone right now. So, yeah.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Norfolk Tides and the Louisville Bats. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. And then briefly, let's take a look at the two starting pitchers who get the assignment here. Number 20 will take his cuts now. First offering on the way. Swing and a line drive to left. Kurowski is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Alexi Mendoza will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short.
Yeah.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, left fielder, Mark.
Yeah.
Chris Casto will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Neil guy.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And look out. That might have got him right in the chest.
And this one will go down as an infield single, and a pretty painful one at that. It looks like he's all right out there, but things are getting worse for him now as this thing's going to load the bases.
Chris Casto will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Pause, now the pitch.
Yeah,
And a fastball that's hit on the ground towards short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Number 20 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Now the first pitch. Fouled back.
Yeah, that was my pitch right there.
Now here's the pitch. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready now on 1-1. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and play off.
And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time.
But if I had to review that
like
video,
that was
I
the
would
right call.
yell at that umpire and say I did not go around on that. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Sorry, I'm just I'm filming a game as well. Just doing I'm streaming a YouTube video of the baseball game, and I just got called out on strikes on.
Number 20
I struck out on
take
something
his
that I
third
didn't
shot
even
at
think
it
I went
now.
around
He's
once.
0 for 2 thus far
He
here
was out.
tonight. And now a swing and a miss, and that's
I
what
know,
you call
folks, that was a terrible
establishing the
swing.
inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he
I'm still
really
kinda
pulled
filming
off of
this,
that
but
one,
it's
and
all right.
that's not the
You're not
kind of
interrupting.
swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially
Good
starting off
swing.
an at-bat.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We're through 6 full. The Bats lead it 6-2. Number 20 will stand in
Another
for the
chance at
fourth
bat.
time now.
Gotta
Still
get a
looking
hit
for his
here.
first
Really
hit of
might-
the ball game.
They might
And he's not the only
average
one
it.
either.
Can't stay in the
This
two
has been a
spots.
great pitching performance
Good
so
pitch.
far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little
hit.
farther away than they were earlier.
A ball hit
Get in there.
softly on the line to third. But an easy
Ow.
play over at third, and that'll be that. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left.
Well, 0 for 4 in that game. I know them. Andrew's looking at me. He's looking at me like, you fool. How could you do that? All I'm just saying is, I know, but I shouldn't have gotten called out.
Well, you always
for a
hope to
third
get a
strike
good
like
outing
that.
from your starting pitcher, but this man
That-
went above and beyond in this one. He's our
So
top
I'll have
player
to
of the
probably
game.
wrap it up.
Yeah, really a
That right there,
dominating
folks, is up to
performance out
about
there.
a minute, so
Look at all-
that'll end that game right there. So enjoy anyway, and you all take care. Thank you for watching.